All right, what up, though, guys? It's your boy DME Man J Legend. We got Lawrence from RBE here today. What's going on, Lawrence?
Nothing much. How y'all feeling?
Oh, I'm doing good,
We,
man. We're
we we
doing good.
good. Lawrence brought the union back together after like a 3-4 month hiatus.
Wait a minute, we're missing Visual. Where you at?
He's somewhere grooming his ponytail.
Yeah, he's
See,
or playing gymnastics. I don't know, whatever he's doing.
every time I come on, I can't get the three of y'all together. It's always,
We can't get the three of us together, so
it's
it's,
all
all,
good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
it's them two fault though. Just for the record, I be trying. It be it's on
it's
them two.
definitely our fault. Yeah.
It's one of them doing gymnastics, trying to make the Olympics. The other one's trying to make sure his hair is always right in the front.
Yeah. Well,
I
so-
know how to
Always
do
an
it.
issue.
It's all good.
You guys got a new card coming up.
Yep.
But we haven't caught y'all before the end of the last card. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing on my end, I want to be able to talk a little bit about both.
That's fine.
DME at any time, DME, you just jump in, all right?
Good.
So let's start off because as always, I was supposed to twice. I was supposed to get with ARP and it didn't work out.
Yep.
So I have you here, and I have to ask you because
No,
you already know.
I
You
don't
already
know.
know. I never say nothing about you guys that I won't never say to y'all.
Yep.
And I did have a conversation with you, but I never talk about that stuff in public. But the handling of the T-Rex and Ill Will situation.
Yep.
Um, I was very vocal about it because I was super disappointed in you guys, and I'm not blaming one of you. So
Yep.
when I say you guys, it's a general thing. I'm not throwing it at just one of y'all. And my main reason, because again, I'm keep the same energy.
Yep.
My main reason for feeling a way about it is because the rumor was that you guys knew in enough time to put it out there to the public.
Yep.
And then at the end of the face-offs, ARP did an interview with Hip Hop Is Real.
Yep.
And the interview didn't come out on time.
Yep.
So it's a two-part question for me. Number one, is it true that you guys did have enough time to put it out there? A, and B, why would the company, I'm just gonna say it like that, why would the company wait for hip hop or rely on Hip Hop Is Real to be the one to announce this whenever there's been and this is why I want to talk to ARP and exactly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whenever there's been something you guys didn't like, whether it be an issue with contract or a no show, it wasn't left up to Hip Hop Is Real to you understand where I'm getting at?
I understand where you're getting at. Okay, so when did we know? We knew, but we weren't sure because Rex had kind of left it open. Like he might be able to come through, he may not. We weren't sure. And then we were trying to also replace the battle to see if we could find a battle rap to take his place. So it was a lot going on behind the scenes, just trying to see, because we really wanted the battle to go down. And so we did. So we could have made the announcement earlier, true enough, but we were still trying to work behind the scenes to see if we could make something happen, still make the battle happen. Because in fairness to Rex, he did get into an accident. But as you saw some footage of him on stage, I guess, URL event. So we were like, we were hoping, we were just hoping, like, just maybe he might be able, because the ticket was bought and everything. So, I mean.
Yeah, but and in fairness, that footage happened after your event.
Yeah,
It's a
so
week later.
Like,
yeah, that was a week after the event. So two things you could say: a week, maybe he's feeling better, or you can sit there with disappointment, which that's how I felt, because it was like, wait a minute, if I could see you do this shit, why you couldn't?
We were just holding out hope. That was it. We probably should have made it. In fairness, we should probably make the announcement way earlier. But at the same
or
time,
at the event,
or at the
because
event. Yeah, we just were just kind of hoping. You know how I kind of hope. Sometimes we've done it before where things happen. We find replacement battles here and there, and then we just make the announcement. But that's fair. We'll take the heat. It is what it is. It's just how it goes.
Was Ill Will there?
Yeah, well, no, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
But he had his ticket. Tickets were bought. Everything was ready to go. He had a room and everything. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But when we made the decision, we just told Ill Will, don't worry about the flight. We just ate the costs and stuff like that.
I did see an interview with T-Rex, and he did say, "Don't put all the blame on him. It wasn't you guys' fault." And
Yeah, and shout out to Rex. He did stand up and it happens. It's battle rap. I done seen any and everything. So.
no, yeah, it definitely happens in battle rap. It's just I'm gonna speak for me, even though it wasn't just me, but I'm gonna speak for me when I say my disappointment was just in a whole event happens and
Yeah,
we don't hear anything about it, and
and
then
that's fair criticism, but I think
yeah.
that you understand we were trying our best, holding our
Oh
hope.
no, no,
Yeah,
I don't think that I don't never doubt you on that end. It's just I think the whole part of oh, we did a hip hop is real interview. That was the part that really threw me
And
off.
they
The
didn't
main
drop it right
reason,
away. Right.
yeah,
but I'm
here's
not
my thing. But either way, right? Hip hop is real is a big salute to them.
right.
They're a big platform, but everybody don't watch them. A
Yeah,
and
yeah,
B. I've been in the building when I've seen ARP grab the microphone in the building and make announcements about shit he didn't like.
yeah.
So to me, and this is again, you guys know how much I support y'all, but I'm gonna keep it 100 the whole way through. If you
Yeah.
can get on the mic and do that, and you can get on the mic and sit there and tell people, hey, you know what? I know this is even at the end. I know this is the last battle. Look, we tried to make something happen, we couldn't. Ill Will Rex not happening.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
And hip hop is real. We can't put it on them either. We
No,
did give them, so I give them. It is what it is. Sometimes you just learn from mistakes, and we just go on from there. So that's it.
no, definitely. That card, it was correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to remember it all. But if I'm not mistaken, the main event was Math and
Math and
Serious
serious.
Jones.
Serious Jones.
Yep.
Leading up to that, we saw Math pretty much go on a spree of I guess they were meaningful battles that it had storyline to it, had some history to it. And do you think was that his idea to go and you guys were cool with it? And B, do you think that brought some of the best out of him?
Wait, you talking about from the last event or in general, the Math that we've seen, or what? What are you asking?
Well, I'm talking because he pretty much battled
Hollow, Charlie Clips,
it was
and
yes, Hollow, Clips, and then
Serious Jones.
Serious,
Yeah.
all on your platform, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, all of them had a storyline, all of them had a backstory to it. Was that his idea, or was that you guys just putting together battles? And
It was kind of like us just putting battles together, and then we just realized, oh snap, Math has these history battles. Let's talk to Matt, see what's up, and let's put it on, see if we can do it. And he agreed to it. And he's been on our stage multiple times, so it only made sense that, all right, let's do it. And that was it.
Do you think it brought the best out in him?
Yeah, I think so. I think it definitely helped his image a lot to see him, and he could actually help keep his emotions in check on each grudge battle. You think about it. I mean, look at during a serious battle, it was tense. It was a little tense. There was a little tension in the air. I think you could tell. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it was definitely tense in the building. It was like a weird air. But for Matt to hold his composure, there was a scene I remember where Sirius tapped him a little bit, and Math could easily been like, what's up, but he held in check. So I think, our card called Closure, it gave Math closure on everything now. So that's it.
Yeah, he definitely did get closure on everything. I like the way that ended out with Sirius and Matt. They got, and afterwards they seemed like they, buried the hatchet, and I think that's the best route.
As they should. As they should. At the end of the day, it happened long ago.
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it's time to move on. You only hold it for long, yeah. That's
a fact. Let's move on to this new card, man. You guys just announced another battle here. But before that, okay, so here's what threw me off. It's called Ladies and Gents, right?
Yep.
So for some reason I was thinking it was gonna be all male female, but then you announced Chef Trez and Ill Will. So it's not the theme, or is it a mix of it, or?
Well, it's a play on words. It is, the card will have ladies.
Mm-hmm.
It'll have gents. It'll have ladies versus gents. We never said ladies versus gents.
Okay. I assumed it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great. I like that battle. Ill Will's to me, he's almost running into champion of the year. I don't have him all the way up top, but I feel like he's
I was
up there.
that almost though, DMB?
Because the Ilmac loss, but
that was a hell of a loss. That's a debatable battle. That's a good. Hold on, just like I say about combat sports, and I know it's more relevant in combat sports, but to me, it's very similar in battle rap. There is a such thing as a good loss.
No, for sure. Yeah, I just feel like Geechee's put so much work in this year. It's just hard to catch up to him.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you that if you say there's people ahead of him, I don't have a problem.
He's definitely in the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. Because the way you said it, I thought you were saying like he needs.
I meant it for him to actually win it. That's all I meant to say.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So that's a great battle, and Charlie Clips and a fair funeral.
That's gonna be an interesting battle. I have no idea what we're going to get. I think the ladies and gent card really like this card just for the simple fact it's going to be a fun card. It's not too. We see all the matchups and everything. You're going to be like, okay, we're going to mix them both. We're getting some. There's going to be the male and female versus female and aggressive. There's a battle on there. I guarantee I'm going to be like, oh snap! Like, okay, all right, let's go. It's going to be aggressive and everything you want in battle rap. Then we got, I think Clips and Farrah is going to be. That could be just a funny battle. You know what I mean? Clips has the jokes. Farrah may come with the bar. I don't know what we're gonna get. It's gonna be a good, fun card to watch. Especially on the. I mean, if you're just a battle rap fan, I think you're gonna like it. Like, okay, this is something different, like something new. Let's see.
Yeah, I personally think it's gonna be an entertaining battle because of this styles, and like you said, we don't know what we're gonna get here.
Yeah.
The only problem I have is that there are certain people whose history's been out there, or their personal lives have been out there.
Yep.
And one of the last people you want to battle is someone like Charlie Clips when you do that. The reason why is because Clips can really make this shit a comedy session.
I know, but that's what makes it fun, right? That's what makes it so much fun is Farrah. I think I don't know if Farrah can freestyle, but I know she can have some written. So I'm curious to see where she goes with Charlie. I'm just expecting a fun battle in general. That's it. And it fits the crowd. Atlanta's not really, in my opinion, I like the crowd a lot, but it's not really a hardcore battle rap crowd like in New York. So I think Ladies and Gents is perfect for the Atlanta crowd. I don't know if it'll work in New York, but for the Atlanta crowd, this is going to work, I think, very well.
It would work in New York, for the record. It would.
I don't think so.
Jay wants everything in New York. He wants everything walking distance from him.
Hold on. No. First off, of course, I want to be able to go to the battles, but here's the point. When it comes to New York, the ladies, definitely, you got to think about it. Where are their roots at? With them and doing something that has to do with the ladies, New York always show up and show out when it comes to the ladies because this is where their core base is at. This is where most of their base are.
This is where all the drama comes from too.
Around is just this is where their side of the community has been cultivated. True. It's from here. So trust that. You can ask anyone who does anything with female events, even with bullshit promotion. You guys promote. They, what I mean? You got leagues that don't really promote and they tell you when it comes to the ladies, they get that turnout here in New York, and that's because.
No, that's true. You're right. You're right about that. My bad, y'all. You're right. When I think about it, yeah, because we've done lady cards. We've done we had QB and Official in New York. That was well receptive. People went crazy for that battle. QB and Arsenal. People went crazy for that battle too in New York. So yeah, you got a point.
QB and Shuni.
QB and
First off,
crazy.
I personally, that's one of them battles I could never thank RB enough for.
Yeah.
I love that battle. That battle, especially I was in the building, so it was scary for me because I was so entertained, but then certain shit was said that I was like, oh no, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
And the ladies kept it professional and did their thing and entertained us to the fullest. And that's why I always say, ever since that battle, I find it hard for me to ever believe that someone should be, besides being physically touched, I find it difficult to watch somebody get on that stage and really get into a fight or quit in the third round because they don't like what somebody said. When the truth is, these two ladies got up there and really.
They're all individuals, so it depends. I mean, that's a tough call. Everybody handles things differently. But Atlanta, we got this lady gent card coming up. What do y'all?
QB's here.
Yeah, QB's on it. QB, I don't know. QB, she's always she brings on her card. She always does.
She is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
she is phenomenal. I love watching QB every single time. Anytime there's an announcement that has to do with her, listen, I'm stopping what I'm doing. I need to pay attention. I need to know if I could be there. She's just phenomenal. She's going against Chaina Ashley.
Yep.
Chaina Ashley is another one who I feel hasn't gained, or not. Let me not say gained. Maybe I don't know how to word it, but I don't think she's getting the respect that she deserves. I do think Chaina Ashley is very good. Only issue I had with this was the way that you guys announced it, what you guys got a habit of doing that shit. She wasn't the punchline. And I don't mean it disrespectfully.
Right.
The punchline was QB. So to me, the announcement of Shayna Ashley makes sense first, and then the punchline, QB.
QB.
I like the matchup. I think it's a good matchup. There has been some people criticizing the whole thing, and that's also because I feel like, especially when it comes to RBE recently, you guys been spoiling us with some of the bigger names.
What's the criticism? What do you mean?
Well, some of the people who pay attention more to battle rap, more male battle rap and not really female battle rap, which is the
that would be me. I ain't gonna lie.
The majority of the folks.
I'm not too familiar with Shayna Ashley. I know she battled C3 recently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no, but with you're in a way you're making my point in a way, because the people who aren't familiar were like, why is she?
Who is she? Or like, is that
like why is QB taking this battle? And I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, now do I put Shayna Ashley on the same level as a Shuni, 40 Bars, Misfit, who these are the somewhat legendary names in battle rap in terms of the females? To me, they're legendary names in battle rap, period. But right now we're talking about the females. I will agree with that. I don't think Shayna's name, and that's why I said I don't think she gets a lot of respect, just as much respect as she deserves. Do I think that her name is up there with them? No, not yet. But when we're talking about matchups, we're talking about battle rap, actual battles. Put the fancy shit to the side. We talk about battle rap. Make no mistake. She come with it, man. Trust and believe. You watching this, you can hold me to my words, man. I'm telling you, she come with it. Okay. If you don't believe me, go watch her old stuff, but she come with it. I understand her last performance, the battle, there was a lot of shit going on in that battle. You guys go watch it. I don't want to, put all of that out there. But there was a lot of shit that happened in that battle that the battle didn't end up coming out the way it should have. But it don't change what she's capable of doing. And I like this match.
She battled 40 Bars, I think, right? And
I'm not 100% sure.
I think she did.
I'm not familiar with her last opponent. I just know that.
No, her last opponent, I believe,
it was C3. Yeah, but I mean, like a while back.
Queen of the Ring Panic card, and it was supposed to be 3 rounds, and then the ladies had some personal stuff going on. They ended up breaking it down to a 1-rounder, and then Rex and C3 was getting into it during the battle.
No, man.
Okay, Rex.
Well, they're I'm a QB and Shane is 3 rounds. Everything's 3 rounds. So,
is there one SK is gonna be on this?
Of course, it doesn't change, man.
All right. That's cool. Has the main event been announced yet, or is there another battle that's a higher level than the ones that have been announced yet?
No, you got the high level.
Got the level. Okay.
Which is Clips and Fair.
Clips and Fair. Okay, yeah.
Clips
that
makes sense. Is the main event.
Another battle. I guarantee
that's a good one.
You're gonna be like, okay, all right, let's go.
Yeah, but what we're saying, but overall on the card, the main event is Clips and Fair.
That makes sense. Yeah. That's definitely it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing now for a few days. I think even before the first announcement, I've seen Rosenberg commenting. He's making it obvious he's on the card.
He's on the card. Yep.
So my question to you is, how is this new thing going on with you guys and Rosenberg? Like, is it what it's being? It seemed like everything is peaches and roses and shit like that. Is that what a relationship is?
He had a good last performance. I liked it.
Yeah. Rosenberg, you can see he came back. He took a long break. This is one thing I would say in battle rap. What may seem like the end of the world today is like nothing the next day. Time heals everything. And so Rosenberg is back in the mix. We're good. We did good business. He did his thing against Craig
Lamar, right?
Craig Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
And his next opponent, I think y'all going to be, okay, all right. It's going to be, if everything works out as far as where I think bars are going to go, if you're into that whole, talking that shit type, you're going to be like, okay, let's go. And
I'm looking forward to that. The way he's been tweeting, he seems motivated.
Yep.
He seems like he's really into this battle. He hasn't alluded to who it is. He's just making general statements.
Yep.
And stuff like that. Because I always say one of my favorite battles of all time is Rosenberg and Clean Paper.
Yeah.
I watch that battle at least once a month.
Yeah.
I've seen Rosenberg. To me, I've seen him have some dope ass performances that I always remember. And I think when it comes to everybody, when you get that second win and you come back and your comeback goes in your favor, you know, I think it only helps the next one coming up, and it's even more better when you actually get matched up with someone that you think can take you there.
Yep. I'm excited for him. So yeah, he's coming back.
So Jay Murder.
Yep.
He tweeted something out. Say that again.
His favorite battle rapper.
Jay's my favorite, but I rock with Jay Murder, man.
No, he actually on a personal level, he's cool people. Like just outside of battle rap, if you ever meet him, he's definitely down to earth and cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I rock with Jay Murder, man. I never had a face-to-face conversation with him, but I've been at a lot of his battles from Trap New York to RB, so on and so forth. He tweeted out recently, and I just want your opinion, if you care to give an opinion.
Okay.
But he said that URL said that they won't fuck with him because he's considered a RBE shooter, so to speak.
Okay.
That's what he tweeted out, and he said that came out their mouth.
Okay.
When you see or hear something like that, what is your thoughts on it?
I think that that's a tough situation. I mean, I think that so the way we position ourselves, we're a platform. We don't consider ourselves a league. If you look at it, we don't really sign artists like that. We just sign per battle, and that's what we want. That's it. I think Jay Murder's talented. I think that if your others want to book him for whatever reason, that's a mistake on their end. They should consider booking him because he is dope. I think that he's come up with some crazy lines. You'd be like, wow, I didn't even think about that. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Yeah, that I didn't even think about, and you just gotta give him. So that's I think in my opinion, in battle, if you're hot, you're hot, and so you everything goes out the window. You know what I mean? As far as if he continues doing this thing, I'm sure they'll book him regardless, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think. I think maybe they would say that or something. But if he was like they really needed him, they'd book him. I don't think that would be an issue. Maybe it's just an excuse right now to be, that they'd use. They do that a lot with a lot of the battle rappers and stuff, and they got all these excuses. But Jay Murder. But I like him on RB. I like to see him on RB. So he does his thing over there.
Yeah. But I think he does his thing everywhere. To me personally, and again, I've been seeing Jay Murder. I've been in them small rooms from way back when to now, and I see a growth.
Yeah.
And every time I see him out, I definitely think in the last year or so he was really active. And
yeah, he's matured a lot too. I like that he's changed his persona on stage, and he's definitely doing this thing. So shout out to him.
He definitely do sometimes a little too much during his opponent's rounds, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of these days, hopefully we'll get in.
Better with it, though. It is what it is, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you guys are in Atlanta all the time? Like, what's with the club drama? Are we gonna come back ever for Jay?
I'll never say never. You never know. It's just logistically for everybody, Atlanta it makes it easier for everybody.
But does it? Okay.
It does. And when we do New York, New York will always be home, but it's just really hard to pull off events in New York. Just think about it. From the traffic, lodging situation. It's just but for now, Atlanta is kind of where it's at for us right now.
We
can always come back to New York if we want to. Yeah.
So we're like, this is your base now, almost in Atlanta.
Atlanta pretty much is going to be our base. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that, Jay? Did you know that was happening? No. He's upset. He's upset.
But we'll come back. I'm sure we will return to New York. At the end of the day, we got to at least do something in New York.
Listen, nobody love y'all like New York. Stop it. No,
you gotta admit, Jay, all the way your streets are and everything, the traffic, it gets a little crazy out there.
And the venue too. We have a relationship with Drum, no doubt about it. But in general, let's say we want to go to a different venue, it's harder in New York to go to trying to do venues and stuff like that. So Atlanta is a lot easier.
I can definitely see that, and I've always said when it comes to all leagues, platforms. I think the best thing you can possibly do is travel around, touch these other fan bases that never got these opportunities. Personally, including New York, and this is just my opinion, I think it's a mistake to just use where we at in battle rap right now. I think it's a mistake to only use one place. the way things have grown, the way that you know, when it comes to the pay-per-views, when it comes to all of this stuff, it's dope because you can. It's almost, you know, you can do it on demand, whatever. It's accessible.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like being there.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like people getting the opportunity to have that experience. The experience of being in the building, I tell everybody, even if the event doesn't turn out in anyone's favor or what you thought it was going to be, there's no replacing the way that energy feels in that building. When someone's hyped about a battle that's about to take place, when someone's hyped about a bar that was just said, when someone's hyped about an announcement that was just said on the stage, to a degree, to a small degree, the conversation is on the line waiting to get into a building. These are things that you don't experience watching this on pay-per-view.
No, I agree. But I do appreciate, but I also appreciate those who buy live stream too, because it's nothing like being on your own couch, relaxed and drinking, eating, watching the battle.
That's my lane, man.
You know what I'm saying?
no, but even DME's been at plenty of events. Yeah. To me, I agree with you. I personally don't want to be at every event.
Yeah.
I don't. But for example, I don't know if people are noticing because this region has been cooking for a while. They're just not getting a lot of love, but they're cooking. That Northwest region up there, they're fucking cooking over there. And if you're them, they have a lot of small events that have dope turnouts. Okay. But the thing is, for them, they only can see it on pay-per-view unless they travel, and that's a long ass travel.
Right.
But if someone that goes over there does an event, whether it be just this one time, and I'm talking about no matter the platform, you do one event over there, and not only do you give a different experience to someone, right, who normally only gets to watch it on pay-per-view, but you'd be surprised how many supporters lock in with you because you gave them that experience. So that's why I say I think it's dope. I thought it was dope when you guys went to Atlanta. I thought it was dope. I don't want you to stay there. Come on home every now and again. But I think it's dope. I want to see you guys in Cali. I want to see you guys, and I want to see you guys touch as many bases as you. I know it's not that simple.
Jay, have you been to Atlanta?
No, I've been to Atlanta.
Okay.
But when I was at Atlanta, I was there for a few hours. It was almost like a stop. Okay. And we went over there for some business stuff. And then from there, we went to Augusta, where I ended up spending the rest. So I never got to experience Atlanta.
Okay. Well, you should come to the city, experience it. Then you'll see.
You definitely should.
No. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I've been to Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I never said it was
That's
a bad thing. I'm saying, you know, it's dope to move around, A, and B, don't forget the people who really love you.
You're not gonna forget. Come on.
These New Yorkers. Well, look what happened in Philly. You know, you get Philly, and then they're booing everybody, and you never know with some of these crowds. You know.
But you know what, though, dear me, and I'm going to speak on this. I'm gonna speak on this soon. But I just want to clear that whole Philly shit up with people too. Again, I'm one of them people who watch so many different leagues, and I will tell you this. First off, salute to the Battle Academy. They have been growing, and they've been doing their best to give people some of the dopest stuff out there.
I'm saying,
Crack Liberty Bell. They had that unfortunate situation, which I have a question about that soon. But either way, these are two of staples in that Philadelphia area. When you watch their things, they don't get all that dumb shit that happened. They don't get all them booing for nothing. They don't get any of that. So I think it's, at first, I did feel like, yo, man, what's up with this Philly crowd? But later on, when I thought about it, I said, yo, you know what? I don't want to just brand that as the Philly crowd. Like they used to do to us in New York. Like, oh, that's New York crowd. No, there'd be a lot of people from other places there. And there's a lot of people who, again, they don't get certain events. Like in Atlanta, same thing happened at another event where the people there, it's really something to do. They're not hardcore battle rap fans. Mm-hmm. So they're booing dumb shit that they don't, you know, and making it stupid over there. But I don't want to just label that on Philly because, again, go watch these other leagues that are relevant in Philly, and you will see their crowds don't be like that, man. They really don't.
You know,
I think it's a one-time thing.
I think with the crowds, you just never know. A battle, I mean, if you talk to anybody, they'll tell you what they think is going to land or hit in the building. They perform it, and it just doesn't land for whatever reason. And then you get the crowd just starts like booing. Like it just sometimes I think the crowd booed just to boo, but sometimes it's a legitimate boo. Like maybe it was a bad line. You just never know, stuff like that. So I don't really blame the crowd. Sometimes I just think we don't know what's going on behind the scenes and things like that, or why they booed it for that event like that. Maybe they were there all day. Who knows?
I have heard.
I'm cool with booing when it matters. If someone sits there and spits 6 fucking bars and then come out and say Jersey, boom, boom, I don't give a fuck about that.
That's
but
goes
up there and clearly doesn't give a fuck, boom. But what happened that night was much. That was just ridiculous.
I've heard a lot of criticism for this Atlanta crowd, and especially at the last event. How did you were there? Does it seem different when you're there than how it appears on cam, or
no?
It just seems like quiet, like a little bit too quiet.
I'm gonna tell you. I think this is what I think happened. I think because the Math and Sirius battle was the promo of it was so tense. You had Sirius just drop a blog the day before where he brought the fight. So I think it just brought that vibe into the crowd where everybody's kind of like something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I really think that's what it was, just that tension. Because even if you look at that battle, there was a scene where Sirius takes off his shirt, and all he's doing is changing it to Cigarello. Cigarello got a shirt. What's the Yak Man shirt?
Capone,
yeah, but people thought, oh, it's about to go down, and I think that's what that whole thing. I think that's what it was. Like, it's just because if you think about it, if you look at our other battles before that, and the other cards, the crowd's been into it, going crazy over bars and things like that. I just think throughout that whole thing, people were just thinking, oh, something's going to happen. You know what I mean? That's what it was. The anticipation. And thankfully, nothing happened. Like, I knew nothing was going to happen. Yeah. But, people were expecting it to go down. And it seemed like, and this is no challenge, but it's like that's what people wanted. People wanted it to end the event in a fight between them and stuff like that, but no.
Now that's unfortunate, and I hated the people who was, because even on Twitter I was seeing people say dumb shit, and I was just like, come on, man. But at the same time, it's hard not to respect something when the promo was the way it was.
Yeah, I know the promo was heavy. I mean, it was definitely it. I think that's just how it went. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think if people realize, it's a thing called contracts, right? And
we've seen contracts been broken plenty of times.
Second halves, though, that's the thing.
No, that's the thing. Trust me, we have protection in place. Like, they knew if they swung, it would have cost them a lot of money.
Yeah,
so
that's why I didn't think anything. I didn't think anything was going to happen. I felt like Math, he's a little bit more mature now and serious. I felt like it wasn't. They weren't going to mess that up and just get through it and whatever.
Yep.
I mean, nothing happened with Math and Hollow. I mean, did that seem more tense than this battle? But with because there was more real life stuff going on there with.
Yeah, I felt like Math and Hollow was way more because number one, you had the cruise.
Yeah,
Math is in New York, in Atlanta. It's a little different. It's hard to be like, you're home.
Bring everybody, right?
Bring everybody, That's my mind. So I think that kind of helped too, just a distance away, stuff like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
This card,
yep.
Was this a card that's been in the works for a long time, or was this just a new idea? Because I know here on this platform, we've asked multiple times for the ladies to be more involved.
Yeah, it was just a new idea. I mean, after our last event, we were just like thinking about, man, let's try and do something different. You know what I mean? Yeah, because if you think about it, all of our cards have been pretty much about the males, dominant. So we're like, let's try and do something different. And we feel like throughout, this is something different that we hope people embrace, buy, and support, and just have fun with the card itself.
Yeah, it's definitely I'm into it. Like I said, I don't follow female battle rap as closely as I probably should. But, when you guys do it and then, any other leagues that I follow do it, it brings more attention to it, then maybe I'll go check out more of their other stuff.
Right.
So,